Whoa, what it do? It's your favorite couple, and you already know we keeping it real.
Keeping it together.
I'm Hot Boy Turk.
And I'm Emani.
And this is Make Love, Make Money Podcast. You dig? Wow, what it is, man. We back. Like we left something, you heard me? And look like, man, we switched bottles or something, because I recall the last time we had Ace of Spade in here. Were we downgrading or something? What going on?
Oh, my Lord. I like that kind, too.
Oh, okay.
You gonna let me switch it up from time to time.
Okay, well, you better been got paid for it. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Yeah.
You sure have a lot to say.
I'm just saying.
Before we even came here, we was in the car. Now, I don't know if nobody else have to deal with this. If I'm running to the store, I'll throw on anything.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'll have on whatever.
Yeah.
Anything. But
Anything.
every time we go to the store or go anywhere, Turk got to be matched. You know what I'm saying? He got to get suited and booted.
No, I don't. It ain't suited and booted. It's just prepared for social media. Because if you come outside looking like anything, then they gonna just say anything, and I don't like them comments.
But the thing about it is, I don't care what they say.
It ain't about
if
that.
I'm finna just run to the store. He all looking at your ankles. Did you put some baby oil on your ankles?
But you caught me back when we just went to the gym and say, look, I got your back. So you seen what I be seeing.
But because you care.
You care too.
Man, if I'm going to the store, I need to run and go get some bread or a white t-shirt, whatever I need to run, just going in Target, Walmart, wherever I'm going. Don't every time I go somewhere look at me from head to toe talking about, all right, they gonna have you on social media.
It don't matter. Okay, well, come on the podcast like you just go in Walmart.
I pick and choose.
Nah, man. Anyway, all right.
But anyway,
you ain't gonna keep on picking and choosing with me. When we step out, we need to be always looking like we, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be getting the autograph, somebody asking for a picture, somebody, you know what I'm saying? They cherishing that moment, so once they post it on social media, it's stuck there. And then you'll be saying, look, I ain't had like that. It's too late. So you gotta make sure you dress and impress for the occasion. That's all. That's all I be saying.
Every day is an occasion.
Every day, exactly.
All right, y'all see what I got to deal with.
Man, you ain't talking about nothing.
Every day is an occasion.
Anyway.
Man finna go on live. He's going to put on an outfit first.
I got to.
The hat matching the shoe.
I got to. Anyway, let's get into what we came to do. Cause,
anyway, we'll go on and on.
Because, bringing our argument to the show, we ain't supposed to be doing all that.
But talking about that, I really want to talk about appearance. Okay, y'all. I think these days people put a whole lot, and you supposed to, care about how you look, care about what you have on.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other. But when it's too much, it's bringing me to this story that I saw scrolling on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a young lady. And, first off, prayers go out to her family. And, God rest her soul, because she went out of the country to get a BBL, right? She ended up dying. And when the body was sent back to her family, it was missing large parts of the brain, the lungs, and other vital organs and tissues. So, it's just been always a big conversation about appearance and wanting to look this good and look that good. When is it not okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is the fact that you really having this surgery and putting your life on the line?
But do people think that their life is on the line when they trying to look fine? You know what I'm saying? Do they even consider that this is a possibility that I might not make it out of this surgery? Or they just thinking about how they gonna look after the fact?
No, they got to be thinking about how they gonna look after the fact. But I think it's a possibility, because I can stand a little more.
Nah, you good just like how you is. You don't need to be getting none of that.
I think about nothing. I'm not finna be putting my life in. I've had to have surgeries without no choice. So I'm not finna make a decision to go and lay down on nobody's table, put me to sleep. I'm just not gonna do it. But to each his own.
So what about the men that kind of like putting the pressure on these women? Because like sometimes, these women be feeling like insecure. You know, then they got all these different women bodies and how they looking on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of people that looking like something that they not. Perfect. There's nobody in this world that's perfect. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you get in the gym, if you eat right, there's all kind of ways to do it naturally than going, you know what I'm saying, put your life in danger like that. But, you know, it is what it is, to each his own, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but
yeah, it's a lot of different ways to do it naturally, but you know, these days you have the surgery with the BBLs.
Mm-hmm.
They got this recent craze with the Olympic. Mm-hmm. Is it Olympic or Ozempic? Ozempic.
Yeah.
You know.
And she tried to get me to do that, y'all. That's why I'm really in the gym, but it ain't going.
No.
So you talking about it, but man, I gotta keep it real. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Now she really proposed it to me, right? And I was like, I ain't gonna do that, babe. We gonna get our butt in the gym for real, because I'm scared of sticking something in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? However they do it. You feel me? To each his own, though.
To each his own. Now, the conversation did come up. And after I researched it and then thought about it, because I'm a thinker, too, and I'm like, man, nah, dog, we just gonna...
No sweat, no check, and y'all see how we do it. You feel me? But on a serious note, babe, it's October, and you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I don't know if the people know that you know what I'm saying, went through all of the, you know, chemotherapy, the radiation, and the double mastectomy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel knowing that we in October,
right?
So you had to go through surgery, and you went through some things, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, by choice. It was just you had to do it, you know what I'm saying. So explain the difference when you have to go through it that way, and how you feel about it being, you know, Breast Awareness Month, you know, and all that thing.
Right. So first off, I do want to, you know, shout out to everybody who's actually on their journey, if they've been recently diagnosed with breast cancer, those who are fighting, who've been on it for a while, and honor those who have, you know, I don't like to say lost the battle, but have transitioned on to a better place during their journey with breast cancer. But yeah, when I went through it, I had to go through so many surgeries, and it was not, I mean, it still was a choice, but then it was like a necessity at the time. It wasn't cosmetic. So, with me going through that, going back to what we was talking about, that's a big reason why I would not just opt to have a surgery just for some enhancements. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what can come along with it. And going through something like that is so good when you have somebody by your side to help you through it. You know, Turk was there the whole way. I also had my family, and I had my twins. My twins, they were number 1 year old at the time. But you just never know where you have to pull like strength from. And sometimes when you have these little babies, and I had 2 of them, it ain't no laying down. You know?
You couldn't change them. You couldn't hold them. They crawling. That was a time. I'm not gonna lie. And by the grace of God, we got through it. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that don't have that support, like, what would you say to a woman that's going through, you know, the things that you went through and don't have the support like you had? Like, how do she get through it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, truth be told, even with support, at times you can feel like you going through this by yourself because nobody really understands. And that's where your faith have to come into play. You got to know and just believe that all is well. And my grandmama told me this. She said, when you feel like you can't sleep at night or you having a hard time, just say all is well, all is well. And I would say that sometimes all night long until I just fell asleep, because it's something so hard to deal with. And then there's groups too. Like if you go to breastcancer.org, that's a group of women who are going through this, and you'll find a great support group within that. So I did that as well, even though I had the support of you and everybody else.
Yeah.
it's just it's a thing where I always tell people it has a toll on your body tremendously, but the biggest toll that it has is really on your mind. And if you can condition your mind to be in a place of being a winner, of being a survivor, and just continuing to push through, to knock down those hurdles, to go from one step to the next, and stay positive. You know, watch positive things on TV. I mean, I think, what was it?
The Secret. The Secret.
No, not The Secret. When I was going through that, we hadn't even watched The Secret yet. It was you know, when they pull the wheel down, come on down.
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
Baby, I had to watch Price is Right every day because you want to watch something that's
Where
gonna
was
keep
that when you were watching Price is Right?
That's when we were staying in an apartment still.
Oh, okay.
I was watching Price is Right
But
every
still,
day.
where I was at? We were staying in an apartment, but where was
You
I?
was crazy then.
Oh, okay.
You hadn't.
I still institutionalized.
Good and institutionalized.
Good and institutionalized. Hey, to bring on when you was going through it, and I remember me being institutionalized, because I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story. When she was going through, you know what I'm saying, her situation, she wanted to help other women, but you know, we wasn't in no position financially to be able to be sending people food and doing this and doing that, you know what I'm saying? But she insisted to make little baskets, send people canned goods, rice, whatever we can send these people. And I was like, man, look, we ain't about to be doing all that. We used to get in real fuss about it, y'all.
Petty.
It wasn't pettiness, it was the principle. I'm like,
petty.
listen, they got
Don't
people
make
that
me
can
tell
help
the
them.
story.
You
Don't
can
make
tell
me
a story.
tell the
What you want to bring?
story.
What you talking about?
Don't make me tell the story.
Tell it.
Man, listen,
You know I don't care.
So petty. My mama, okay, asked me for a repass. Could I go to Sam's and get her a big can of green beans and a big can of green beans and a big can of corn? We talking about green beans and corn. Do you know this man said, where your daddy? Why he can't go get it?
I feel like I was cool to say that, and it's cool to say that because it's like, where pops? You feel me?
First of all, I had the Sam's card. Didn't nobody have no Sam's card.
But you say that was institutionalized. I'm calling it. Nah, it's the principle. If you got a man, if you have a man in the house, the man should be able to provide for his woman, for his wife, just like I was.
It wasn't a point of providing or not. The point was I had the Sam's card. We live not too far from Sam's.
Well, I didn't think that deep.
Can you go get the...
I didn't think that deep. Only thing I saw was... Wait, don't she got a man?
I was spending $5-6.
Nah. I saw, don't she got a man? Why call my woman to go get something that she should be able to have for herself? And then if it was $5, that even make it even worse. But anyway, I ain't like that no more, y'all. I didn't see that as petty. It was the principle. You know what I'm saying? I love my, mother-in-law and father-in-law. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good now.
And
you know
get
what I'm
them a
saying?
whole case of corn. That's just the fact of dealing with somebody fresh out of jail. You feel me? Lord knows it took some work to get right here today to where we can even have this conversation.
We here, and we guess what? We make love, make money. So guess what? That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
But at the time, we was making love, making a mess, and just in distress, barely passing the test.
It's all love. It's all love. But look, check this out. Speaking about my guy, man, God bless his soul. He done moved on. James Evans. His real name, John Amos, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, like everybody else, we found out that he had passed away, 45 days after he passed away. And, then his daughter and his son, all of a sudden, they got a conflict going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, me and my wife talked about this. We kind of like, we always have a little debate, and it be real, but it be a healthy debate. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking that it could be something that it probably, you know what I'm saying, not as the daughter putting it out to be. You feel me? my wife was
He
saying
think it's
is
the daughter
what the
fault.
daughter saying. I'm not saying it's nobody's fault, but the daughter trying to blame the son. The son ain't saying nothing. The publicist speaking, and it kind of like made sense of, you know, if there was this man wishes that he didn't want it to be revealed until after a certain time, it probably was a possibility that that could have happened. You saying that it wasn't. What y'all think? What you, okay, explain why you say what you say.
Nothing on God's green earth that's going to make me feel like it's ever okay for this man to have passed away 45 days ago and his only daughter just now finding out with the rest of the world. Nothing is gonna make me feel like that's okay.
But did you hear what the publicist said?
I don't care what the publicist said. I don't care what she said. Turk.
Do you want to go ahead?
No,
go ahead.
No.
The publicist, it made. I'm not saying that it's cool, but I'm saying that it's probably was a possibility.
How it makes sense to you?
It just made sense to me that it could have happened like that. If you got somebody that's, you know, how they described it, you know, that can make a circus out of my situation and do this and do that. Yeah, I probably want to, you know, wish that or say that, you know, if this can happen like that, let it happen. And I just seem like to me that it's a possibility. I'm not saying that nobody was wrong, but when she got up there bashing the brother, saying he's on drugs and he have mental.
First of all, she said he's on alcohol, drinks alcohol, and has mental health issues. I didn't never hear her say she was on drugs.
That's bashing him. Then okay, she also said that he did the same thing with her mother, but I don't know, man. I'm just feel like, you know, that's them people business. You know what I'm saying? None of us know what really happened. It's always two sides to a story. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You feel me? Like we'll never know, especially with him being cremated. You know what I'm saying?
And
like how would you know?
This just does not make sense. It don't make no sense, Turk. First of all, you hurry up and you cremate somebody. Okay, without their family, immediate family being able to celebrate their life, even know anything about them. And you know, Turk, way before James Evans passed, John Amos passed away, I still to this day watch Good Time Marathon. Yeah. It's on my TV right now. Am I lying?
Nah, you watch it.
I watch it all the time. That's
so you feeling some type of way because of your connection. I'm feeling some type
of way because how on God's green earth would everybody being notified? How would that be a spectacle?
I'm looking for it right now.
How would that be a spectacle? This man is loved and admired by so many. He's been putting in work for so long. He has loyal fans who probably watch and pay attention to everything he do. How can that be made a spectacle?
Check this out. Neighbors. In a recent statement from John's publicist of 30 years, Belinda Foster addressed the claims that his son KC didn't notify the family of his passing, stating the following. KC was under a strict no contact order based on the complaint that his sister Shannon brought against him in 2023. He could not contact them via telephone or through social media. At the time of his death, John was concerned that Shannon might turn his death and interment into a circus, as she had done with other aspects of his life. So you saying that the publicist of 30 years who put her name out there, Belinda Foster, you know, knowing that it could be an investigation, knowing that, you know, these people could come down, you think they lying or they want to put themselves in a way of an investigation if that's not true?
Investigation for what? If you ain't did nothing, why you worried about an investigation? And if he's under a strict, I can't contact these people, Belinda, you couldn't contact the family? Belinda, you couldn't let his only daughter know?
Did you miss what John said?
No, what John allegedly said. But go ahead. No, what they say John said.
He said Casey was under a strict no contact order based on a complaint that his sister Shannon brought against him in 2023. He could not contact them via telephone or through social media. At the time of his death, John was concerned that Shannon might turn his debt and intimate into a circus, as she had done with other aspects of his life.
That's hearsay. Okay,
but you believe in what she's saying on TMZ though? It's hearsay what she's saying though.
No. From me looking at the brother's page and then looking at the sister.
So you are investigating her?
No, I'm observing like everybody else. The brother had James Evans, I call him James Evans. Y'all know I'm talking about John Amos. Had him in TikTok videos
He was an actor.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is, he had his daddy doing all these TikToks. He had him, and you could tell that he likes the camera. He likes attention, the son. You go to the daughter's page, and I'm just going by both of them. You go
she like confusion.
No.
Attention and confusion is two different things.
No. If you go, have you ever been to her page?
Nah, I ain't go to none of their pages.
So
but
you just making a judgment off of what I don't know.
Nah,
but anyway,
I just feel like when you had all these people on TMZ, she had 4 different people on TMZ and they all was talking, and then what got me was the part where she like bashed her brother. Like I just felt like it's just something personal between them. Okay, go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead.
Because you made your invalid point, but you made it. Now, she had
I got a drink on
TMZ. She had herself. She had her daughter, which is John Amos' granddaughter, who's a teacher. The lawyer was on there. I don't know who had the lawyer. And she had the goddaughter. She didn't have just random people, but she also stated that this publicist, Belinda, lives in the house with the brother and 2 other super fans along with John Amos when he was alive. Now, again, the brother, who seems like loves social media because he posts every day. Ever since his father has passed, he's not made not one post about his dad, has not said anything about him. He didn't notify, even if he was on a strict order to where he couldn't notify the family, Belinda could have. So he could have went through a third party. Anybody else could have notified this woman that her father just passed. There's nothing that could validate her finding out when we found out 45 days later, and this man is cremated. But
so what you think? You think that it was some foul play or something?
You know what? Now that I can't say. If I was to just throw opinion out there, it sounds like it, because why not tell a soul that their father just died? You can't tell a soul or tell this girl that her grandfather died.
I know.
What about his sisters or brothers, if he had any? His uncles or cousins? Anybody? His best friend?
My thing is this too. If you knew that it was a possibility, and I heard her say that she knew her dad was, kind of like, going through, a heart condition. Well, where she was at before all of this transpired, like, was she concerned about his health then, like she is now? Because if you was, you know what I'm saying,
you would be concerned about his health, and I'm sure she probably was. She's concerned about the fact that my father, my only one father, has passed away. I was not there.
But that's the thing. The man where you say was not there.
I believe they lived in 2 different states.
But this what I'm saying. Because you said just something like about she was dancing. Hold up, but you say she was dancing on the video. She was doing that. So you telling me she didn't have no way to where she could have got around him? If that's her daddy,
she probably was, but she probably wasn't there when he passed away. They lived in 2. Turk, come on now.
I understand that, but I'm saying she making a concern, like she was so concerned. Was she concerned when he was alive? What I'm saying.
From the looks of it, from her page, it looks like she loved her father and he loved his daughter. I don't see anything.
Or was she causing confusion to the point where he didn't want her around him at all?
No.
So you don't think that could have been a possibility at all?
first of all, from what you read, it shows conflict between the sister and the brother, not the father.
It shows John saying that he don't want her making his debt. I just read it.
Read it again, sir.
That's what he said. I know I'm not crazy. At the time of his death, John Amos, right, was concerned that Shannon might turn his debt and interment into a circus as she had done with other aspects of his life. So I ain't want her to know that I passed away right now. This what this saying. Let her know down the line after everything that went what it went. It sounds crazy, but the world is crazy today. You never know if that really was his wishes. That's all I'm saying.
You say you never know if that was his wishes. You don't know if that was his wishes. What this lady who lived with them said. You don't know.
I'm not right. You not right.
No, I'm right in the fact that no father, no daughter should find out that her father passed.
Yeah, I agree.
45 days later, and he's cremated.
Babe, I agree.
That's my only issue. Everything else is speculation.
I agree with what you're saying. It shouldn't, but the world, how the world goes today, and you know how family is with family. Family's supposed to stick together no matter what. Why is you asking somebody that's off the camera? That's the crazy thing. No, you know what I'm saying? See, that's when I'm winning this argument, y'all. You already know what's going on. You feel me? But anyway, what I'm saying is, listen what I'm saying. If y'all think I'm crazy or she crazy, it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure y'all leave it in the comment. But let me say this.
Okay.
How the world is today.
I don't give a damn.
Hold up. I let you talk. I let you talk.
20 years later.
That's your feelings.
To my dad.
That's your feelings.
Don't tell me and I find out with everybody
what you gonna do about it?
It's finna go down.
Well, why it can't go up?
It's gonna be up and stuck.
All the thing
it's gonna be up and down at the same time. It's going down, going up, and it's up and
going down like
at the same time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be through. Listen,
because y'all sometimes he be wanting to just argue with me.
I'm not arguing. Only thing I'm saying is have an open mind.
Right.
I'm just saying have an open mind. Don't always listen to what.
But
what's wrong?
I'm
not saying I'm right. Listen, no, I'm being open-minded that what if it did happen like that? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
No, you going off what they saying, and I'm being open-minded saying.
You closing your mind because you only want to believe what the woman said.
No.
And I think it'd be like a man and woman thing between me and my wife too, y'all.
Baby,
all the time, for real.
Let me tell
y'all gonna see it gonna come out on one of these shows. Just trust me.
It's gonna come out right now. It's gonna come out right now. Anytime a woman is being brought up the topic of the conversation,
here she go.
Oh, she lying. Oh, she this.
No.
What if she did it? What if she lying? Oh, she making it up.
You got to think like a man. You got to think like a man.
But on the other hand, y'all,
we open-minded. We more open-minded than women. Trust me.
If it was me,
they dealing with their feelings.
No.
We open-minded. Y'all deal with y'all emotions.
No.
Your heart is too in it.
Man, how these niggas...
See, my mind can say this and then I could go to that. But you gonna dwell on it all day because it affected you emotionally.
No,
you shouldn't have no emotional attachment to nobody else's business. That's the problem.
You get fighting mad. Start turning the radio up loud, child.
That's blocking her out my mind.
He get that mad about somebody else's business.
No.
Anyway,
yeah.
So moving on. Cause he wrong when you get through.
R.I.P.
Boy,
James.
you should have told your sister and your family about your father.
But all jokes aside, I hope they fix that situation, work that situation out because it's already bad that our people can't get along. So I wish y'all the best in that situation. Y'all figure it out, you know what I'm saying, and can move forward on a positive note if y'all can, you know what I'm saying, and it don't, escalate to something more worse. You feel me?
So it don't get no worse. But anyway, I want to sister brother rivalry. Not to talk about, we're not finna talk about sister brother rivalry, but obviously these two are at odds for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, this sister and brother do not get along. Those reasons made the brother make a decision to not inform his family, his sister or the rest of his family.
So he didn't tell anybody?
Let me finish. Well, the closest ones, if they didn't know, who else knew? So if sometimes people can be mad at a person and they do things knowing that this is going to hurt this person, knowing that this is going to put this person in a bad mindset. Even today, we see people who, just because I'm mad at you, now I'm finna pray on your downfall. Now I'm finna hope you don't get it. I'm finna hope you don't do this. I'm finna hope you don't make no money. I'm gonna hope you don't be successful. I'm gonna hope it so much until I'm gonna even act to do things to keep you from being successful, keep you from making money, or try to bring harm or whatever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people really don't think about the fact that when you wish harm on other people, or when you put yourself in a position to bring harm or to hurt somebody, you really inviting that into your own life as well.
Facts.
You feel me?
The law of attraction.
The law of attraction. So I think if a lot of people thought about what I do to this person is eventually gonna come back to me some way, shape, form, or fashion. If they think about that, then maybe, just maybe, they'll reconsider their actions.
So people who don't know who they is, and people know you don't know who you is, and they take advantage of that, what's bring me to the situation of what's going on with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Man, Beehive was just talking about it, on our podcast. They got a Diddy hotline out there, and I thought it was just something that wasn't real. And I called it.
Oh yeah.
I called it.
You called it?
I called it, and it made me mad, and Beehive asked me, how much of that you think is true? You feel me? I was like, man, 85% of that I feel is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 3,000 people that have came forward and, put claims out. And I got this problem with these security men, especially after watching Blank Twice. The security men who was there, who was watching these times, and now ever since the Cassidy thing came, Cassie. Ever since that came, everybody want to talk about it and seem like they trying to grab for the money. You know what I'm saying? It pisses me off to see how, that it's like they go after people for the money. They don't care about what really happened. If it really happened, they just want the money. Because if I give you the money, what happened to me, I'm going to forget. You know what I'm saying? It pisses me off. So, yeah, I called the hotline and I saw how it was set up. Set up. You want to call it? You could call it. If I'm going to give it to you. We ain't going to call it now, but we going to call it. Nah, we ain't going to call it, but they really got a Diddy hotline. And I just think that, man, okay, did you see on the news where they were talking about everything is sealed? Now they don't want it to leak out here. We don't want to leak it. What you got to hide if it already done went viral? You feel me? Now the evidence is out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want us to all go off assumptions and speculation? Nah, give us the concrete evidence that got him no bind. You feel me? We want to know that. And then people can say, you know what? After we saw that tape from Cassie, Diddy was down fucking bad from doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna hang a man to the cross because of something that he done did and we seen him do that and say, you did that, you had to do all this other stuff. And I think that's what's going on, and I don't think that's right. What you think?
Well, if that's what's going on, then it's not right. I feel like if everybody else's case and evidence is wide open, from the Dolph trial, Young Thug, everything is coming out, it should be the same with him. We need to know what's going on. We want to know. You see what I'm saying? We want to know what y'all accusing him of.
It's crazy.
We want to see what the evidence is. If the evidence points to really that he did these things, we weren't there, so everybody is speculating. You can feel in the bottom of your stomach that, yeah, he did all that. He guilty. He did it. But you don't really know because you wasn't there.
So you have a different, perception of everything that's going on from Diddy and all the people that's coming out and talking than the, James Evans situation.
The James Evans situation is my stance on is not because we know it happened. We know he died. We know his daughter didn't know until 45 days later.
Okay.
We know
the
this.
evidence.
But with Diddy, we just hearing about. If you wasn't at the party,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Me and you was not at the party. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what they saying this man did. But it also can be, you know how we got the conspiracy theories out there saying that, you know what? It's probably not something, he probably didn't do that, but he's probably doing something that they don't like or not agreeing to do something that somebody wanting to do. So
exactly.
here, you know.
And that's where I go at. See, that's what my mind go to, you know, maybe he's not forgetting something, or maybe he's then came to his senses to where now I remember where I come from, and I'm going back to where I come from, and I want to save my people from going through what I went through. I always think that there's a possibility that a person have changed their life, and I don't want you to change, because we all, like I say, even me, you know what I'm saying, man, I didn't change my life and people try to lie on me. So
Right.
sometimes I be feeling like a personal way about certain allegations, man, because I know a lot of people that lied on me about a lot of shit.
Every time we argue, it's because you put yourself in other
it
people's
do.
shoes. You be like,
It
nah,
do.
because they lied on
But
me.
if I'm wrong, if it come out, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, you know, I was wrong, bop, bop, bop. You know what I'm
Nah, no,
saying?
you ain't.
Man, yes I
You
am.
ain't
Yes
gonna
I
tell
am.
me that.
Okay, so
But he'll probably tell y'all, but he ain't gonna tell me.
Anyway,
you know you
if I'm
was
wrong,
right.
I might not say it in that way, but my actions will show it. So
See,
anyway, but
anyway.
moving on to R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly done been off the scene, you know what I'm saying? But we got his daughter and his wife, who still, by the way, you know, got the name Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Got a tell-all book. Now I'm not gonna lie. This is just my opinion. If a man did these allegations to your daughter, or he did some monstrous stuff, why wait till all this stuff going on with Diddy, bring it up again? Now you kind of like opening up old stuff that, you know what I'm saying? People like, man, move on. Like nobody's believing her. Nobody believing her. Everybody's saying, girl, sit down, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You know how the people be. Once they're on your side, they're on your side. But when they're against you, they're against you. Do you think that is any truth to the allegations coming from the daughter, which we ain't heard the whole thing, but it's how they promoting it, like R. Kelly didn't touched his daughter, did this or did that. You know what I'm saying? Even to make us think that he did something to his daughter, I feel like is a violation to a person's character. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, she doing a tell-all book, and you know, it just fucked up how people can just put allegations out on you and just defamate your character, man.
Yeah, it's messed up for people to defamate people's character and put allegations on people. But it's even more messed up if you did what they saying you did. Now, we're not going to say these people ain't did nothing. You feel me? We're not going to say what they did and what they didn't do. But it's equally as messed up, even more messed up, if you did this.
I agree with that.
Now, as far as I think her timing is way off for anybody to want to kind of take it serious, because R. Kelly has went through surviving R. Kelly.
Numerous
he then
stuff.
went through his trial. He's in there doing his time. Let that man do his time. Let God work with him, work on his heart, his mind. Whatever needs to be worked on within him, it's between him and God at this point. I don't think the timing is good, Andrea.
She could have been. She could have came. If this happened to my daughter, and I've been knowing these things, why would you hold that back after 2 trials or 3 trials? I believe. You know what I'm saying? And going through all the stuff that he have went through, like, and you still got his last name. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me, man. Like,
the thing
like for real,
the thing
man.
about it is, what I wouldn't want to do, and this, you know, people deal with their kids how they choose to. You feel me? When you talk about a woman and her child, that's a real touchy subject. So I'm gonna put on some white gloves and handle this. Try to handle it gently, cause however she want to deal with her child, she do it. But me personally, I wouldn't dare put my child in front of no camera to relive this type of trauma to make no money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
If it ain't true.
If it's true or not, truth be told, if it's true or not, that's something that is traumatic. I need to make sure you are healed from this. You know what I'm saying? Not be in front of somebody's camera crying to the world. That's just me.
Exactly.
But like
and that's
I said,
what
she
make
can
it
do it how she want to do it.
That's what make it seem like it's some bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? That's wrong. So it brings me to what happens to people who lie on people. Then you know what, I can sue you back. I can't sue you for nothing because you trying to get everything from me. You don't got shit. Like, it's just crazy. It's fucked up. It's just fucked up, man. And until they have something.
Turk, you saying it's fucked up because you're leaning on the side that it's lies.
Nah, I'm leaning on the side that, like you say, her timing of it. And if somebody did this to me, this was my husband, and you did this to my daughter, why wait years and years and years? What, you forgot? You forgot that it happened to you, and then when all this stuff started happening, it brought back remembrance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, come on, man.
When they first did this, and she, speaking of his ex-wife,
she was helping up for him.
She was doing the documentary, and she was kind of, if I'm recalling correctly, if I'm not, y'all forgive me. She was kind of, helping him for him, trying to take the Band-Aid off slow, not trying to really, nail him to the cross. But if I knew you did this, unless she just found out about it. Unless she just found out. I don't know. We don't know, Turk. When we don't know, we just don't know. But at the end of the day, man, it's sad, and we just hope people are doing the right things for the right reasons.
It's crazy. I think that money ran out, you know what I'm saying? And it's time for me to get some type of check off a lie. If I could get a check from telling you a lie and I don't have a heart about it, then I'm gonna tell you some fucking lies. The world want to be deceived.
Well, if it's a lie or the truth, because the truth could have been told a long time ago too.
But
some truth is not just for everybody. So sometimes people will sell a lie or sell the truth. You feel me? I just feel like it's not a good time. I feel like it's trying to ride the wave of what's going on in hip hop with Diddy, and so many allegations. That's just like the Chris Brown thing. Y'all leave Chris Brown alone. I mean, come on now.
They bringing up everything about everybody that they feel like they could bring it up about, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man. I guess they just forgot about the shit that will happen with Kanye, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember when they bought stuff up with him, so now it's all of a sudden it disappeared. You feel me? Like, I just be feeling like it's a bunch of lies and deception, and it seemed like our people, and I hate to say that every time I say that, it seems like our people be the ones who kind of like nail our people to the cross the most.
Well,
you feel me?
We had this conversation and that made us watch the Epstein. But you got white people that's going through these same type of allegations as well.
But do they got different media outlets? Because if they do, y'all point me to it so I can tune in and tap in and see if they getting the same treatment that we get.
Yeah, cause see, we are in like the hip hop community culture, the black culture. So our focus is gonna go to that. But trust me, they nailing people to the cross over there too.
It's crazy, man.
Had the same allegations. So we
gotta stop going off assumptions and start sticking to the facts, man. Like, that's all I say. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, don't spread the gossip, man. Straight like that, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. I'm Hot Boy Turk.
And I'm Emani.
And that's this Make Love Make Money episode 2. Let's go.